Make peace with yourself. The war outside exists because the war inside exists. So within everything, within ourselves, within every single thing around us, there's two different forms of energy. There's the masculine form and the feminine form. And this is not like you're a man or a woman. Each man has feminine and masculine qualities, and each woman has feminine and masculine qualities. These are not personal things. They're not personal to you. They're like characteristics of the essence of your creation. So there is the parts of us that's very expanded, very flowy, very soft, it's almost like this fluid nature. And this is the feminine. And this is like the constant movement of the universe, the constant flow, the constant, just this, you can imagine just this, it never stops. It just keeps going. Wherever it goes, it just keeps flowing. And then there's the part of us that's clarity, focus, presence, just here, now. You're nowhere else. You're not out there. You're right here. And this is the masculine quality. It's very sharp. It's very precise. It's extremely clear. It's like pure one single ray of light. You can imagine, I spoke about this the other day in one of my workshops over the weekend. If you take a candle, there's photons, light energy, that forms a stream and connects with every single object it touches. It's like one line of energy with photons literally lined up, and it shoots out in everything. And it clears out the darkness. This is why we have light with candles. So if you can imagine the candle, like the sun, is extremely powerful. And it looks like it's just this one strong light. But if you actually look at the flame, or if you look at the sun, it's also doing this internally. It's doing this in order to be able to do this. So we have to balance the feminine energy with the masculine energy in order to not become too rigid where we don't have this, or too dispersed and not clarity and focusing what it is that we're doing in each moment. So it's learning how to constantly find this balance between your internal state, masculine and feminine energies, your internal state, cosmic, more connected to cosmos, earth, more connected to earth energies. Again, two dynamics very different from each other. So you're constantly in this direction, as well as past and future. Both directions, you're constantly having to balance this three-dimensional space within yourself, and then how you relate to outside from this balanced space. So all of this comes into one big dynamic that you have to learn to just hold every single day and just observe what's happening. And if you find yourself going into too much rigidity, bring yourself back into flow. If you find yourself becoming too dispersed, bring yourself back to clarity, to focus. So it's a constant balancing between all the different aspects of ourselves and how they fit all together into one thing. So within the flame, you get the softness, you get the movement, you've got the flow, you've got this. You can see that the sides of the candle, it's not like a clear line. It doesn't have a line on the side of a flame. It's a kind of a blurred, it's doing this. You can't really see where the edges are. But at the same time, if you focus on it, it is extremely clear and is extremely powerful. And if you focus on it, it is very focused energy. It's concentrated, and it can burn because it is so concentrated. So that's the more, again, masculine qualities. So it's about finding this balance.